So I noticed today on Twitter that Jonathan Majors was trending. Jonathan Majors, let's see what's showing up here. Looks like people are reacting to TMZ, saying, here's the first video of Jonathan Majors playing the hero in real life as he broke up a high school fight while others just watched. I'm not going to show the whole thing because it's violence, but okay, it looks like... Here, I'm actually muting that because I don't care to hear the audio for it, but here comes Jonathan Majors breaking up what looks like a fight with some high schoolers. And why is this trending, I ask? Why is Jonathan Majors beating people up trending? Okay, so here's the TMZ article on it that came out today. And I'm not going to go over it too much because I don't really care. He broke up a high school fight. I don't know what he was doing near the high school. I don't really have any information on it. But I'll tell you why this came out today. I'll tell you why. Because Jonathan Majors is going to be trending for other reasons. And they would really rather have a story where he plays the hero breaking up a fight come out than the actual story that's coming out, which is Jonathan Majors receives new court date as prosecution says it's ready for trial. Majors faces misdemeanor charges of harassment and assault in connection with the March 25th arrest. The actor has pled not guilty and a trial date has not yet been set. Jonathan Majors is due back in court September 15th on misdemeanor charges of harassment and assault as the prosecution says it is ready for trial. Now, I will remind you, if you don't know what's going on, back in March, Jonathan Majors was arrested on domestic violence charges. And people were like, oh, this looks bad. And then his agency and his PR firm both dropped him. And that looks horrible. And then a whole bunch of people were coming out and saying, I've known Jonathan Majors when he was working in the theater scene in New York, and everybody's got a story about how violent and aggressive that man is. And then his lawyer had the brilliant idea of releasing texts between Jonathan Majors and the woman that he is alleged to have assaulted, which the lawyer said completely exonerate him. But if you read this, so the woman that he assaulted says, please let me know you're okay when you get this. They assured me that you won't be charged. They said they had to arrest you as protocol when they saw the injuries on me and they knew we had a fight. I'm so angry that they did, and I'm sorry that you're in this position. We'll make sure nothing happens about this. I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. I only just got out of hospital. Just call me when you're out. So this is a woman who was in the hospital after Jonathan Majors had a fight with her. And she's like, I told them it was my fault for trying to grab your phone. This looks like total battered woman syndrome right here. They thought this was good to release. And he is getting a trial date set tomorrow. Now, the original trial was set in August. And there was some, like, I think the prosecution team asked for an extension because they still had some stuff. The whole legal system, I don't know how it works. I know I've seen TV shows and stuff, but there's always like ways to delay it and extensions and everything like that. But Jonathan Majors, tomorrow, he is getting a trial date and we're going to find out what happens to him. And the reason I'm bringing this up, the reason I'm talking about Jonathan Majors is Jonathan Majors is currently the next Thanos in the MCU. They cast him in Quantumania to play Kang the Conqueror, and when they cast him there, they decided that they were going to rework their entire plan for phases 4, 5, and 6 to have him become the ultimate big bad for that series of MCU films. And while Jonathan Majors' talent agent dropped him and PR firm dropped him, Marvel Studios has not dropped him. Despite Jonathan Majors' controversies, Loki producer teases that Kang has a big part to play in Season 2. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but here is a relevant quote. Victor Timely, which is one of the Kang variants in the MCU, Kang the Conqueror, he's got, a whole bunch of different variants. Variants are like versions of you from different universes. We've all seen Spider-Verse. We know what those guys are. Anyway, but Victor Timely is one of the Kang variants. Victor Timely is somebody that we're very, very excited about. When you look at Kang, he has a very funny comic backstory. He has all these iterations. Timely was one that we've always wanted to do in Loki, and I think we're really excited about how that integrates into the season. It's a big part of the show. So I'll remind you that Jonathan Majors was arrested in March. It is now September. Even before the writer's strike and the actor's strike started, they weren't making moves to try and reshoot his scenes with a different actor. They're keeping him on. This looks like it's another Ezra Miller type situation. And I think Marvel's got a real problem on their hands because this guy is about to go on trial, and we're going to see, like, again, this whole situation was so awful that his own PR firm ditched him. But Marvel's kind of hoping it's just going to go away. Marvel's kind of hoping that his lawyer who had the genius move of releasing the texts that make him look even more guilty is going to try and, get him off or whatnot. But look, the MCU it's not like they've never recast before, okay? Mark Ruffalo isn't the first Hulk. Don Cheadle isn't the first Rhodey. William Hurt recently passed away, and so Harrison Ford is going to be playing Thunderbolt Ross for the future of the MCU. So recasting can happen. And because Kang is a variant, and we've already got established in Loki Season 1 that variants can look different, like they have different actors playing different versions of Loki in Season 1 of Loki, you could easily just cast somebody else to play the other Kangs. That would be fine. Like, I nobody is denying Jonathan Majors' talent as an actor. I have enjoyed his performances in the MCU that I've seen. But this is an Ezra Miller type situation where he's a problematic actor, a violent actor with domestic abuse allegations against him. And Kevin Feige's just okay with that. And like, I'm going to be reviewing Loki here. It comes out in a couple weeks. And I'm feeling really conflicted about it because of Jonathan Majors. I reviewed The Flash, mostly just because I knew it was going to flop anyway. And I just kind of wanted to see the train wreck there. But here, I don't know. The MCU has been floundering creatively, and in terms of box office, they haven't been seeing the returns that they used to. I think their last couple movies haven't even broken like 500 mil at the box office, which you look back like 3 or 4 years, every single movie they were putting out was making like $1 billion. So it really, I don't understand why with all of this, Marvel hasn't even there's not even rumors that they've had talks about replacing Jonathan Majors as Kang. MCU fell off after Endgame. Yeah, I have to agree, Valhalla. It's felt fairly rudderless. When they announced that it was going to be the multiverse saga, and then every single time that they've had the multiverse in something, it's always like, it seems like none of the writers are actually talking to each other about what the multiverse is and how it works and who's doing what with it. I don't know. It just seems like it's a gimmick to bring back a whole bunch of people from other film franchises, which, like, okay, if you're going for nostalgia bait, I get it. It makes money. People keep showing up to see the live action remakes of the Disney animated movies, but I don't know. Yeah, I am kind of souring on the MCU, and keeping Jonathan Majors on when the dude is literally getting a trial date tomorrow, I don't get it.
Hey, thanks for watching. I'm trying to get my channel monetized, so your view means a lot. Don't forget to toss me a like and subscribe and ring the bell. I stream every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, so catch me live and join in on the convo. You can find all my socials in the description below, and thank you to all my patrons with a special shout out to Piftle Cakes and Ryan D. Your support means the world. Catch you next time.